Hello and welcome to Chapter 5. In this chapter, we discuss some of the additional covers under burglary insurance policies. In addition to the primary coverage for losses and damages resulting from theft and burglary incidents, burglary insurance policies may offer additional covers to enhance the protection and address specific needs. These additional covers may vary depending on the insurance provider and policy. Here are some common additional covers that can be included in burglary insurance policies. All-risk coverage. Some burglary insurance policies may offer all-risk coverage, also known as open perils coverage. This extends the coverage to include losses or damages to the insured property and its contents from a wide range of perils, not just theft or burglary. It provides broader protection against risks such as fire, water damage, vandalism, natural disasters, and more. Employee dishonesty coverage, also known as Fidelity Guarantee Extension. This coverage protects businesses against losses resulting from theft or fraud committed by employees. It provides financial compensation if an employee engages in dishonest acts, such as stealing cash, inventory, or other valuable assets from the insured property. Replacement cost coverage. Standard burglary insurance policies typically provide coverage based on the actual cash value, ACV, of the stolen or damaged property, which accounts for depreciation. However, some policies offer replacement cost coverage, which reimburses the policyholder for the full cost of replacing the stolen or damaged property with a new item of similar kind and quality, without factoring in depreciation. Identity theft coverage. Identity theft is a growing concern, and some burglary insurance policies may offer coverage for expenses related to identity theft. This coverage can help policyholders recover from the financial losses and expenses incurred due to identity theft incidents, such as legal fees, credit monitoring, and identity restoration services. Fine art and jewelry coverage. High-value items like fine art, collectibles, and jewelry may require additional coverage or have limited coverage under a standard burglary insurance policy. Some policies may offer specific endorsements or riders to provide adequate coverage for these valuable possessions. Outdoor property coverage. Burglary insurance policies may extend coverage to outdoor property, such as sheds, fences, or landscaping features. This additional coverage protects against theft or damage to these outdoor structures and belongings. Lock replacement coverage. In the event of a burglary, the locks on the doors and windows may need to be replaced. Some burglary insurance policies may include coverage for the cost of replacing the locks to enhance security and prevent future break-ins. It's important to carefully review the terms and conditions of the burglary insurance policy to understand the additional covers available, any sublimits, exclusions, or requirements specific to these additional covers. Policyholders should discuss their coverage needs with their insurance provider or agent to ensure they have appropriate coverage for their specific situation and valuable assets. Personal belongings coverage. One of the additional coverage options available in burglary insurance policies is the protection of personal belongings, even when they are outside the insured property. This coverage is particularly valuable as it extends the protection to items that individuals carry with them on a daily basis. Here's an explanation of how burglary insurance may cover personal belongings outside the insured property. While burglary insurance primarily focuses on protecting the property structure and its contents within, some policies offer coverage for personal belongings beyond the boundaries of the insured property. This means that items like laptops, smartphones, jewelry, watches, or other valuable personal possessions can be covered under the policy, even when they are outside the insured premises. The coverage for personal belongings outside the insured property offers policyholders peace of mind when they are away from their home or business premises. Whether it's traveling, commuting, or simply being out and about, individuals can have confidence that their valuable personal belongings are protected in the event of theft or burglary. It's important to note that the coverage for personal belongings outside the insured property may have specific terms and conditions. For example, there may be restrictions on coverage based on the value of the items or specific requirements for documentation or reporting of the loss. Policyholders should review their policy details or consult with their insurance provider to understand the specific coverage parameters and any necessary steps to ensure adequate protection. By extending coverage to personal belongings even when outside the insured property, burglary insurance provides an extra layer of protection and peace of mind for individuals. It ensures that valuable items are covered against theft or burglary incidents, regardless of their location, and enables policyholders to have greater confidence in the security of their personal belongings. Coverage limits and deductibles. Similar to other aspects of burglary insurance, there may be coverage limits and deductibles associated with the protection of personal belongings outside the insured property. It is important for policyholders to review their policy documents to understand the specific coverage limits, deductibles, and any applicable conditions or requirements for this additional coverage. Business interruption. In addition to covering the physical losses and damages resulting from a burglary, certain burglary insurance policies may offer coverage for business interruption. This coverage provides financial protection for businesses when a burglary incident disrupts their operations, leading to lost income or additional expenses. Here's an explanation of how business interruption coverage works in burglary insurance policies. Coverage for lost income. Business interruption coverage within burglary insurance policies compensates businesses for the income they would have earned had the burglary incident not occurred. If a business is unable to operate or generate revenue due to the aftermath of a burglary, this coverage helps bridge the financial gap during the interruption period. It enables businesses to meet their financial obligations, such as payroll, rent, utilities, or loan payments, even when they are unable to operate at full capacity or temporarily shut down. Additional expense coverage. Business interruption coverage may also extend to cover additional expenses incurred as a result of the burglary incident. For example, it may cover costs associated with temporary relocation, increased security measures, expedited repairs, or other necessary measures to resume business operations promptly. These additional expenses are covered to minimize the financial strain on businesses and facilitate a smooth recovery process. Waiting period and indemnity period. Business interruption coverage typically includes waiting periods and indemnity periods. The waiting period is the initial period after the burglary incident during which the coverage does not apply. The indemnity period is the maximum period for which the coverage will provide financial compensation for lost income or additional expenses. It is important for policyholders to review and understand these periods as specified in their policy to ensure they align with their specific business needs. Importance for business continuity. Business interruption coverage is particularly valuable for businesses that heavily rely on their operations to generate income. The financial protection provided by this coverage allows businesses to navigate the challenges and financial setbacks caused by a burglary incident, ensuring business continuity and reducing the long-term impact on their financial stability and reputation. It's important to note that not all burglary insurance policies include business interruption coverage by default. However, businesses can often add this coverage as an endorsement or separate policy to their existing burglary insurance or property insurance. Policyholders should discuss their specific business needs with their insurance provider to explore options for business interruption coverage and assess its relevance for their operations. By offering coverage for lost income and additional expenses resulting from a burglary, business interruption coverage within burglary insurance policies helps businesses recover financially and maintain their financial stability during challenging times. It allows businesses to focus on restoring their operations, minimizing disruptions, and ensuring a smoother path to recovery. This marks the end of Chapter 4. Let us meet again shortly. Stay tuned.